What's up? Borderline Superpowers here, back with another video. Let me make sure I'm not covering the mic like I always am. It's a pretty nice day out. Sun, somewhere up there. I just want to make a quick video talking about isolation. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm not trying to waste any time. I'm trying to make this a quick little video, but yeah. So, borderline isolation can be really fucking like negative sometimes. It can put you in your head. It can make you think too much. And our goal as borderlines are supposed to, or one of our goals, there's so many goals. One of them is to heal yourself. I mean, that's basically the main one, is to heal yourself, become better. But one of the goals of borderline personality disorder in isolation specifically is to just, I'm trying to put this a certain way, I guess, to really just like take that shit in as far as like your thoughts and everything, and be not be too like in your thoughts and shit. When it comes to isolation, it can be really fucking like, you can get deep in your mind and you can really just like focus on, instead of focusing on the negative, we should zone in on the positives and how we can like get better and shit. I don't even know if I make any sense. I feel like I'm dissociating because I don't even know if I even want to make this video. I guess isolation to me just kind of triggers me because in isolation, it's away from certain people. It's away from people that have like made me feel like shit and like emotionally invalidated me and everything. So isolation can be difficult because I can be stuck on isolation just straight up, depending on where I am and everything. But isolation can be really healing if you learn how to use that time like correctly and shit. Like in isolation, we shouldn't be focusing on the negative. Like that's just gonna be splitting. In isolation, we should, sit with our thoughts and acknowledge them, and realize, they're just thoughts. They're just like after you watch a movie, and the credits roll and shit. After you watch a movie and the credits roll, like that's how I see thoughts. Like they're just moving, and you're just sitting there watching them. And we can't be so attached to them. So in isolation, thoughts are what really can lead us to be like, to have like negative self-isolation in terms of it beating you up, you being stuck in like a loop, you being stuck. Not that being alone is bad. I think being alone is really good, and I think people with borderline, they struggle with being alone. Being alone is tough. Yeah, borderline, that shit can be hell. But we also get in the moods where we just want to isolate because we feel too much, We're around people and we feel their emotions too much and we just need to get away. And that can definitely be a negative thing, or that can definitely be a positive thing, excuse me. It can definitely be a positive to just get away and isolate. But like I said, if you focus in on your thoughts too much, and all your negative thoughts specifically too much, and actually take them seriously, you can be kind of stuck in like a mental loop, and you can be stuck in just this zone of negativity where you don't want to come out of the isolation. You end up pushing away plans that actually might be positive for you and shit. I mean, yeah, it could really take away a lot of life experiences if you are stuck in the negative isolation zone. Now, the positive isolation zone, this is creating art in your free time. This is literally like looking at your thoughts and then acknowledging them and realizing why they're there, and not letting them stay attached to you. And this is all positive isolation and shit. Journaling your thoughts, just meditating and shit like that. And then sometimes you really do have to get away from people and really get your energy back. And I feel like that's when isolation becomes like, it's perfect. You take your time away, however long, and you realize you can't stay stuck in this like loop of just going back to this is perpetual the word? Perpetual isolation? I don't even know if that shit even makes sense, but it sounds like it makes sense, so I'm gonna say it. So you're stuck in this zone of perpetual isolation where you just go back and just isolate for hours on hours on hours. And I mean, yeah, excuse me, even a lot of the time when we are around negative energy, obviously it makes sense to isolate, but this is gonna sound crazy, like, but once you kind of like accept that negative energy, and obviously you don't have to be around it all the time, you don't have to embody it, you don't have to do whatever, you know, but once you go around it and you realize certain things, like, it'll help you like awaken to certain things, whether this person should even be in your life, whether, you know, whatever. This is what we have to experience outside of the isolation zone and kind of just accept things for what they are. Because a lot of the time, even the negative shit, even like the negative energy around us, it'll help us grow and it'll help us level up out of whatever bullshit we're in. I was in a situation where I was in a negative like environment and shit, and I isolated too much, and I was kind of stuck in that negative energy simply because I wasn't facing it head on and accepting like what it was. And once I really just got out and kind of accepted what it was, I ended up just leaving that shit and just realizing like it's not, like, this shit is not me, like, you know, I deserve better energy around me and shit. I mean, it's just little things like that. But yeah, I mean, isolation, you should live it up. You should let it should be medicine, you know? And you shouldn't overdose on medicine. Like, you should be able to get out into the world. You don't even have to be around people. Like, just don't be stuck in your room and shit. And just don't be like, you know, stuck. Like, isolation can make you stuck. It can and when I say isolation, I'm talking just like borderline personality disorder isolation specifically, because this shit is all just loops and spirals. A lot of my spirals was just me, instead of going outside and taking a walk, it was just me, you know, just being stuck, and then my thoughts, you know, being stuck in like a thought loop and just being like stuck in like all this negative shit, and then next thing you know, a spiral happens. And yeah, but yeah, this is just another video, just me talking, letting you know that you are not alone. You know, we're gonna get this shit away from us. We're gonna heal. With borderline, you literally turn into like a whole different person type shit once you go into like an episode and shit. And sometimes you really, like, even if socializing is not your thing, you know, sometimes you really just gotta get out and just say fuck it, you know, I got this. And you'll become a better person. You'll learn how to tolerate certain things. You'll learn how to, like, it'll literally help you grow. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this shit. I just like talking to the camera with what's on my mind and everything. I mean, I might as well upload it, right? Yeah. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Borderline Superpowers is out. Peace.